Hey guys, it's the box of joy. It's a Smoky Mountain box. It's an odd shape for the Smoky Mountain box. Look at that. But it's a Smoky Mountain box. So let's do Smoky Mountain box, huh? And opening it with an old Benchmade. I mean, this is an old Benchmade. The old 755 Mini Pocket Rocket by Shane Seibert. The reason I have it out is because I just recorded another video. I don't know what you're going to see first, the other video or this video. I was talking about an old Benchmade Gold Class too. So we'll see. I'm so behind. I have two other of these. Jason, I'm sorry. I got to get it to you. I know. I'm sending it out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll send you out a big box of Smoky Mountain stuff. But let's see. This came from the Dandridge warehouse, by the way. So we got a lot of stuff in the box. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, awesome store, I've heard. I wish I could go. I've never been there in Tennessee. I hear they have a great brick and mortar store. Man, a little, yeah. So once again, not a lot of stuff in the box. Not a lot of stuff in the box at all. I feel like they're hurting. I feel like they're hurting from the COVID. Previously, we've gotten more stuff in these boxes, all right? But we're going to talk about this box because the Smoky Mountain Army Care Package comes in 3 different levels that you can subscribe to. Now, Awesome Jason subscribes to the biggest box, and that includes everything, right? So he pays for the box because he's awesome. He has it shipped to me so I can unbox it for all of you, and then I send all the stuff back to him. Now, there's the GI box, right, which is the lowest level. And then there's the Officers Club box, which includes a little bit more, and then there's the Generals box. Now, like I said in the past, we've seen like the Officers Club box come with 2 or 3 things, and the Generals box include 2 or 3 more things. But now the Officers Club and the Generals box is just 1 thing more. And again, I don't know if it's the Rona that's still hitting places hard, or if they're just kind of skimping on the box anyway. But we're gonna do our usual thing. We will take stuff out of the box one by one and see how we feel about it. I started off really liking this box. I really did. But we'll just get going. And we're going to start in the GI box. One of the things I really like, by the way, before we start, is they used to give us the MSRP and then the Smoky Mountain price. Now they only give us the Smoky Mountain price. I like seeing the difference. But we're going to start with a Rough Rider. We always get some Rough Riders. The smallest of the small brass folder. And I'm guessing this is the smallest of the small brass folder. Now, this has a Smoky Mountain price of $3.99, and I hate it. Number one, I wouldn't pay $3.99 for this. Let me zoom in. I wouldn't pay $3.99 for this. I wouldn't pay $1.99 for this. I would pay 99 cents for this. You got to be kidding me. This is an item in the box. This is a terrible way to start out the box. This is a little novelty item, I guess. What is it? Are you mad? Is this a knife for ants? What? All right, like, I understand, like, this could be funny, right? And I don't know if you can see this as Rough Rider on it. Like, I get it. Okay, it's a little knife. It is the smallest. This working knife is indeed the smallest of the small. It's a stainless steel blade. It's a 1/2-inch Wharncliffe blade. I'm not even going to try to cut anything with it. But, like, what is this for? Is this, like, to go on a charm bracelet? Like, this should be a free item that goes in the box. Let's put it here. And this is, like, a real knife next to it. This is dumb. This is just freaking dumb. I would lose this in a day. What is this even for? Who is this even for? Jason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is in a box you paid for. This goes directly in the I don't like it pile, which you'll see when we zoom back out. You can hardly see it in the I don't like. You know what? I'm going to put it right back in the box so I don't lose it. I'm afraid I'm going to lose this stupid thing. This is dumb. This is just, like, I don't even think there's novelty value in this. Like, yeah, I enjoy watching videos sometimes where some dude gets, like, a little nail and he carves it up and he's like, oh, I made a little knife. Because you at least get to watch him make it, but I'm already angry. Okay. I've always wanted to order one of these, and I never did. It's a Schrade old timer. This is a carving knife. This is like all the different wood carving things. The steel on here is 65 Mn, which is a high carbon steel. It's a pretty good high carbon steel for things like wood carving. And take a look at all the different, I mean, so what you have basically, if you had like a wood carving chisel set, this has all of the different kinds of tips and everything you have on it in like one package. It is very oily because it is a wood carving set. I think this is pretty cool, actually. I don't have skill and talent like that, but I wish I did. And if I did, I would definitely own something like this. So you have like a flat chisel. Here's like a, well, not quite like a 90 degree. It's a little bit more than a 90 degree. A little bit less, I mean. But like, let me zoom in again. So you have like a little angle thing there. And I closed this and I shouldn't have. This is like a kind of like knife blade edge, you know. A round scoopy. And then a wider round scoopy. And then, you know, just like all the different things you might use for whittling or carving. I think this is cool, actually. And, you know, I want to be an old guy on a porch using this thing to carve rippers out of pieces of wood that were supposed to be a Doris Day bust. But the wood spoke to me and the wood said ripper. This would be really cool. I actually like this. And, you know, the steel on this is actually not, I mean, it's a good steel for what it's for. $12.99, I think that this is worth it. These things are a little bit, there we go, nail nick, okay. Nail nicks on all of them. I think this is worth it, for sure. If you're gonna do, especially, you know, hanging out in the backyard on the porch, maybe this is something I would invest in, actually. To, you know, I've seen them online and I've always thought about getting one. But now that I have one in my hand that I actually, you know, it's a nice weight to it. Nice, you know, polished brass bolsters and everything. Really good finishing on the bottom there. You know, I always, you know, you wonder, like, is this going to look like a bunch of just pieces put together? But, like, it is pieces put together. It is, but they really finish it off nicely. Look at that. This is a really nice piece. And I want to be that old man on the porch eating an apple with a piece of straw or toothpick coming out of my mouth, just whittling away, making something out of this. This is cool. This is cool. I definitely think that this would be worth the money if you knew how to use it. Or nice in a collection. So I like it. Moving on, the Rough Rider 2020 Christmas knife. And I'm guessing that's what this is. These boxes are usually Rough Rider of some kind. And if this is a... do they want you to see it? Yeah, they do. This has probably got some collectible value to it. I don't know how much, but it probably has it. Ooh, that actually does look nice. Oh, it's one of those where you turn it. I don't like that on a knife, though. So it's acrylic. It's all finished acrylic. I actually like to get a paper towel or something. Let's just... I'm going to put fingerprints all over this and it's going to make me nuts. There we go. So it's acrylic and, you know, you can change it. And I don't like that on a knife. I would rather have on a knife just a nice picture or something under there. But it's cool. It's different. It's a little novelty-ish, to tell you the truth. Like, you know, Kissing Crane, I think, does nicer collection holiday pieces than this. But it's still kind of a cool concept. And the blades look really nice. Look at that. Take a look at that. You got your... Wow. That's got to be laser etched. That's really cool. You got your bead blast with then the satin Merry Christmas in there. It's only on one side, though, because the other side is just... whatever. And I'm sure this is 440A, because they usually are. But this is a collection piece. This is not something that you're going to be using out to do stuff. And it has nice half stops too. Very thorough half stops to stop it there. Little blemish on the blade. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's coming off. Maybe it's oil. And then you have the Rough Rider. The blades are beautiful. The blades are really nicely done. I just think that this is a little bit cheesy. But just looking at it, though, colors are really nice and crisp, and it's, you know, it's a nice collectible to have. You know, overall, though, Its cheese factor taken into consideration. Beautiful blades. It's a, you know, it's probably a limited run for Christmas thing. Fit and finish on this is really nicely done. I'm gonna put it in like it. You know, it's the kind of thing you can just put in your collection, and it's different. It's different. So I won't hate on it for its cheese factor too much, because I myself have a high cheese factor. So we're gonna put the Rough Rider slip joint Christmas knife in like it. And that's MSRP of $14.99, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry, a Smoky Mountain knife. A Smoky Mountain price of $14.99. So next we're going to be looking at the Gerber Hall. And that's a knife I don't think I've ever looked at before. Designed in Oregon. See, if they tell you designed in Oregon, you know it's not made in Oregon. Oh, it says right there, made in China. Okay, so let's get this guy out. Looks not too bad. Let's see, what do we got here? Definitely plastic. Plastic. What does it say in here? 5CR15. Not great steel. Not the worst steel. Plastic looks a little plasticky, though. You know? Weight is not too bad, though. Button lock. I mean, is it lock? Is it? Oh, yeah, so it's got a safety lock. Red. It's loaded. Oh, and it's assisted. So, yeah, torsion. Look there. There's a torsion bar in there. Not bad. I could use it. I could deal with it. It's fairly comfortable. A little bit small in your hand, but fairly comfortable. Blade shape is nice. I'm not sure what this coating is or what it would stand up to. And the lock works while it's open too, so you can't. You know, you could use that if you're worried about this button lock. Yeah, you know, so you can lock it just to prevent it from accidentally closing on you if that button gets hit while you're using it. That's pretty cool. That torsion bar, interesting. So it looks like there's some little tabs that extend on either side into the liner. So I would be willing to bet that if you were to take this apart, you could actually take that torsion bar out really easily, so that if that was a legal thing for you in some places, assisted knives are illegal, you could convert this to a non-assisted knife very easily without a problem. It's not bad. Steel's not terrible. Looks like you have no choice in clip placement at all. It's not terrible. It's not great. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to carry it. I'll put it in meh. You know, not terrible is good. Good is better. So we'll put it right there. And that is our GI box. So terrible, not terrible, kind of nice. Not bad. Let's move on to the Officers Club box. And this is a knife that some of you have been asking me to look at for a long time. See that official Marine Corps hologram there? And there's a reason I haven't looked at this. And it's out of respect. Because this is a Marine's knife. And I have never worn the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. And that might seem stupid to some of you, but if you know the way services have rivalries with each other and make fun of each other, but also respect each other's boundaries, I will not go out and buy a KBAR just for the purposes of making a video. KBAR has a long, proud history with the Marine Corps. It smells really good. Do you know the name KBAR actually comes from kill bears? It does. A knife you can kill a bear with. Oh, and look, there's got a bear on it. There's a lot of tradition and history of the KBAR, but this is for over half a century. This has been the issued combat knife of the Marine. They use it for survival. They use it for fighting. They learn to fight with it. And now the Marines actually don't even use the M9 bayonet anymore. They have their own new bayonet that looks fairly similar to the KBAR. It has a look that is a little bit similar to the Army Air Force issued survival knife, a little bit, only because of its family lineage to the Ontario Knife Company. But it is a far different knife. It is a lot of people consider it a beautiful work of art knife. Its balance, its handle, its feel, its simplicity. It is the kind of thing that is just, it is what it is. I mean, the KBAR is the quintessential combat knife. Everything about it is designed for Marines to use in combat, and it's got a great history. You really should look it up. This is a great piece. Now, this is $69.99, the Smoky Mountain price, for a genuine made in the USA, made in New York KBAR. The sheath is made in Mexico, but it's really done. Really well done. Looks great. I mean, this is the knife. And really nicely done, heavy powder coat. This thing has, I mean, it's just kind of, it's interesting, like, for me to hold this knife and be like, you and all that have come before you have done so much. You have fought in so many wars. It's kind of cool to hold on to it. This obviously has to go, and I like it. I know that it's made tough because I know the company that makes it. I know its reputation. I know its design. I'm not even gonna drag it out. Of course, the KBAR goes in. I like it. Definitely does. And now there is only one item in the General's box. It's a Benchmade. Just did another video on Benchmates today. And it's the 555, which is the sheep's foot blade version. So it's like the little tiny 550, which is my favorite Griptilian. And this is heavy. Very heavy. So it says here it's a customized mini Griptilian. Oh, we're in for a treat on this one. All right, so the price on this is $139.99, and we're about to find out why, and I am super jealous now that I see. So you'll notice it comes with the original black scales, right? Oh, God, this thing weighs a ton. Because check this out. Custom copper scale. Oh, my God, this is gorgeous. Oh, Jason, this is worth the price of the box right here. I mean, I know it's not. It's got an the Smoky Mountain price of $139.99, but I swear, in time, this is going to be worth more than the price of the box as this thing ages and it gets that copper patina. And wow. This is, I mean, with these scales, this is going to be worth so much money. This is a beautiful knife. I love it. I love it to death. It's got like a real hammered copper look to it. Now, if you wanted to, if you wanted to, you could put some polishing compound on this thing and put it on a buffing wheel and make this thing super bright and shiny. If that's where you want it to go. And then let it continue to age over time. But it has such a beautiful natural look to it right now. I probably wouldn't do that. I don't know. It all depends on how you like the look. Could throw it outside in the backyard and just leave it sitting in the backyard for a week and then see how it looks too and get that. Oh, this is to me, this entire box would be worth it just for this knife right here. And again, I'm not talking about monetarily. I'm talking about I would have paid the whole price of the box for the cost of this knife and then the cost of these scales and then the value to me of having these scales on this knife. And if there's folks out there that have not seen how copper naturally ages, and I'm not talking about, well, you've seen the Statue of Liberty. It can turn green like that when left in the elements. Once upon a time, the Statue of Liberty looked like this, believe it or not. But if you take a little care of it and you just watch copper patina over and not just turn green. Weird fact, Taco Bell hot sauce cleans copper beautifully. We used to do it with pennies in high school just because we could. This is beautiful. I'm so jealous. There's always like one item in every box I'm super jealous of that I wish I had for myself. And I'm wondering if this is like I'm going to go to Smoky Mountain and check out if this is something they just sell. So this is, and there's a lot of weight to this, by the way, too, because it's all metal. I would love this. I would carry this around. I would EDC this because I want these scales to age and patina, and I want them to, I mean, that's me. Some people might just want to polish them and leave them in the collection. Some people would do nothing with them and leave them in the collection. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful right here. I love it. I think it does need to be, we need to oil that a little bit if you're going to use it. It's a very tight pivot right there, but I think maybe I should start a new pile for certain things called the, you know, I need to change my shorts pile. Like, no, I'm in love with this one. This is, I'm so regretting I didn't pay for this box myself just because of this. So beautiful. So beautiful. You know what? You can't even see it because I zoomed in so much. It is so beautiful. And yes, it's awesome, but I still think there should be more in the box, because if we're just looking at a monetary level, you know, we've gotten more monetary value out of things in the box before, but it is what it is. So I'm thrilled with this knife. I love this knife. Jason, I hope you love this knife. And the KBAR is awesome too. But this is what we got. So one absolutely terrible, I don't know what they were thinking. One, not so bad. Throw it in the glove compartment, put it in a tackle box, put it in a toolbox. It is what it is. Couple nice keepers, you know. The KBAR is the KBAR classic, but this guy, this is a treasure right here. I love it. So what do you guys think? Let's throw in your comments. Let's start talking about it. Good box, bad box, great box, okay box. What do you think? I'd love to know. And with that, I'll let you start discussing, because I hear the school bus right outside. So that means boys are going to come crashing through that front door any minute. So remember, you guys, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.